Celebrating 10 years of award-winning car talk, it's the In Wheel Time Car Show. Howdy. Coming up, we'll have This Week in Auto History. We'll get you updated on the stories making car news. Along with Mike out of this world, Mars, and King Konrad DeLong, we have here the fabulous and effervescent. We need more Jeff Zekin.
We do.
It was something he ate.
Yeah.
Apparently. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday. Thank you so much as we head into the Christmas break and next weekend.
That's coming up pretty soon, right?
Just heard us say that next weekend we're going to be at Tailpipes and Tacos for the Christmas shindig.
Bring a toy, get a breakfast.
And it's a judged car show, so polish her up good. Come on out to the Loopies in KT. That's about a mile south of I-10 on Kingsland Boulevard and the Grand Parkway.
If you're coming from I-10, stay on the service road.
Yeah.
Don't take the flyover on 99.
You'll wind up going 10 miles south.
Yeah.
And then turn around and come 10 miles north.
Yeah.
After I did that 3 times, y'all told me that. Jeff's got my notes down there.
Just from Neaterville, huh?
I know it. Yeah, I'm going round and round, and y'all finally tell me.
Oh, I thought that you gave those to us.
I thought he did too.
Well, I
That's
did.
why we had them down here.
Oh, well,
So
you want them back?
here's what we were going to do, and we're going to do it.
Still going to do it.
We're still going.
I don't want to do it.
No, give it back.
Don't do it,
No,
then.
give it back.
Okay, you want to take a break?
No.
Take one.
Take a break. Take one. Oh, you mean take one of the packets of
take a packet.
papers?
What do I want?
I don't think we need anything.
I don't.
Okay, so I thought that we were going to. I knew that we were going to do this segment today, so I thought, you know what needs to happen?
Oh, gosh.
The 4 of us need to go
Shopping?
and reopen a Western Auto.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the Western Auto had
yeah.
all the good stuff in it.
There used to be one on South Fraser.
In Pasadena?
No. In Conroe, maybe 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Isn't there headquartered in Kansas?
Are they still alive?
I think there's a building that
Did they
still
go
says
with?
Western
Did
Auto in
they
Kansas.
did they go down the same road as the Sears Roebuck?
JC.
I don't know.
I
remember
used to
Roebuck.
love going to Western Auto as a kid because they had a huge section of bicycle accessories.
Bicycle accessories. And,
There's still one in Conroe.
Is it?
Yeah, Mason's Western Auto in Conroe.
Well, there you
is.
go.
South Fraser.
I'm sure I'm going to drive an hour up to Conroe to go to the Western Auto,
Should
and
do a
I'll bet it
remote.
doesn't look anything like the Western Auto that used to
No,
be.
actually, it does.
Does it really?
This is like an old little dusty warehouse, and on the side of it, they do lawnmower repairs, small engine repairs.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all an
yeah.
Integrated part of it.
It can't be a very big place.
So there's one in Conroe. There's one in Dayton.
Where are they headquartered in Kansas?
I don't know. I'll look it up. Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, anyway, so I thought, wow, we could open that up. Nothing but car parts and kind of like a scaled down J.C. Whitney catalog. Right there, you walk in the door.
Kansas City.
Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah, I thought so because we used to go there.
The home of Candace Thackeray.
Building and had Western Auto.
There's one in Needville, so there's one near you.
It's close to Nederland? No.
No.
I'm surprised you don't have one in Nederland.
Well, there's a building in Port Neches that used to be a Western Auto.
Port Nachos.
Port Neches. And all they did was close up the windows and stuff. And
So
now,
we could reopen it right there.
Yes.
Probably
That's
still
all
have
they
all
did.
the inventory in it because it was all so old and out of date.
Right. NOS, as they call it.
Open up a Western Auto. I'll pass.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not interested in starting a parts store.
Well, it's not really a parts store. It's more of a car trinket store.
Kind of a car hardware store, yeah.
Because I don't think that they really carried parts per se. The one that I went to in Meyerland, it was just a storefront. They didn't do tires or repairs or anything
really?
like that. Oh, no.
Huh. I thought
Not that I remember.
Oh, I always thought there was kind of a repair shop kind of connected to them.
I don't know. Not that I recall.
Maybe.
But I was only going in there for bicycle parts at the time. But at any rate, I thought, well, this would be really cool. But Mars, I guess, just has discovered the wealth, the plethora of items that they have in the big Walmart auto section.
And yep.
But I will say this, that there are some Walmarts that don't have a big section in automotive. It's kind of. Do we want to hear that again?
But,
It's kind of.
You can always
Is that
you
a
can always
technical
find
term?
you can always find the super Walmarts that do have the big automotive section,
yeah.
and then they also have a repair facility associated with it. But yeah, I mean it's
good stuff.
yeah. Well, some of the stuff Mike brought is organizers for the back of your car, for the trunk, a multi-plug extension outlet that.
I'm sorry. I can't imagine. Here, honey, I got something for you for Christmas. Oh, I'm so excited. What is it? Oh, it's an organizer for the trunk. That's not going to cut it.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting your wife a vacuum for Christmas.
A toaster.
Or
Look, honey, here's a new
shotgun.
toaster.
Yeah.
Or leaving jewelry magazines laying all over the house. You know what you get them? You get them a magazine rack.
One of the latest trends is the fillers for your car seats, so your phone doesn't fall down. So they sell those for about
How about
$20.
rolling up a towel? Just putting a towel down there, not carrying all that junk in your pockets.
Okay.
You tell Konrad. You just told Konrad along that.
About my junk in my pockets,
my
about the
God.
junk in my trunk.
Junk in your trunk.
I've seen his pockets
Well, no, but I've seen his car.
and his trunk.
Well, one of the good things, they've got the little service kit. So in the service kit comes jumper wires and a little jumper battery pack and a small set of tools and stuff.
So
That's not a big
this would be something that you could go and you could tell the wife that, honey, this is what I want, because that's not something that you would give her. You just tell the wife.
Well, I'd give something like that to my daughter, for sure. A little safety kit for the car.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
I could see doing that.
I mean, the one that they're showing here was originally $98. They've had it on sale for $42.99.
That's good.
Car jumper booster, portable energy.
Of course, all that
charger.
stuff that's in there is a bunch of crap,
Well, you got to think today,
quality-wise.
they do these little battery packs that look like a lithium-ion battery for a laptop with jumper cables on it, and it'll jumpstart your car.
Really?
Yeah, it's got enough hit in it to
Kind of like a battery for the drill that you've got.
Yeah, a little flatter, a little square, more.
But same
exactly.
thing.
Usually they're about the size of a VHS or a Betamax tape, and then direct attached to it is jumper cables.
That's cool.
And that's pretty. All you got to do is keep it charged up, and you could help your own car. You can help somebody else real quick. You see a lot of shops do the little jumper boxes. It's kind of the same idea, except this probably doesn't have the capacity of the jumper box. But they got backpacks. They got multi-power outlet things. And of course, all the storage stuff. The extra cup holders, like you don't have enough cup holders in your car. The reindeer ears.
I have to tell you that that cup holder thing that I bought for the Corvette
works
great.
Yep. And that was always
because the depth of the cup holder is about that much.
Yeah.
About an inch. That's it.
In a manual transmission car, that's just not smart.
Right, and it's only one. So I bought this thing, and it slides up under the plastic center console thing.
Yeah.
So it kind of holds it in there, and then at the bottom you just push it in right up next to the transmission tunnel, and it works fine.
There you go.
And then on top of that, I bought me one of those WeatherTech telephone cell phone holders that goes in the cup.
Now, speaking of WeatherTech, their marketing and commercials and advertising has increased tenfold from previous years. They're all over the place now.
Well, but they're also their portfolio of stuff that they sell is vastly improved.
Everything from pet bowls.
It's not just because when Rochelle bought her Q5, well, she bought the Q3. I sent her a full WeatherTech package for the car. Now she bought the Q5. I did the same thing. I didn't send her the cup thing, but now they sell animal dog dishes that are elevated.
That's the way they're supposed to eat.
Yeah.
WeatherTech needs to hook up with MyPillow.
I'm just going to say I want a pair of slippers.
Have you priced those slippers?
They're expensive.
$145.
What?
That is nuts.
Mike just fell down over there.
But if you have the discount code, they're only $75. Yeah, no, I
Discount
ain't paying
code.
$75 for a pair of slippers.
Yeah. Put in
wow.
there for your discount code. Put in there in wheel time. I'm sure that'll get you a big.
So what else could you get somebody for Christmas, if automotive themed, easily located?
All sorts of stuff for the back seat and the pet.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
the
mean, they
protection
got
Covers.
stuff.
Well, Jason's got that in his vehicles.
And
He's
not
got all
only that, but
cover stuff.
they've got the deals with the dog harness.
Yep, they
To
got that
seatbelt
too.
them in.
Yep.
The seatbelt them in, basically.
And actually, I want to say that's probably law. Some blue states.
Well, they're doing that for the animals, the cats and the dogs, but people are still leaving their kids in the back.
There is that.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
It's dangerous. We did an episode,
And then they have all the shed protector stuff, where you kind of cover the seat and everything
Yeah.
so that the dog.
Then it's got straps that goes around the headrest in front, and then all the way to the tether in the back for the baby
straps and
seats.
tethers. I like it.
God, yes. All we need is some whips and chains, and we're good to go.
God, WeatherTech has them.
No, WeatherTech doesn't sell chains.
Whips.
But I bought Rochelle a set of chains for her Audi because when she goes up snow skiing and stuff, up around Lake Tahoe and stuff, you get certain places in California.
How far is the drive
in the
from
mountains.
how far is the drive from Tahoe down to San Francisco or the
San
Napa
Francisco
Valley?
to Napa Valley an hour.
Really?
Oh yeah, Napa Valley is just on the other side of the Donner Pass. You could stop for lunch. It's Truckee.
Truckee, California.
That's where the Donner Pass is, and then that is really just up the hill from Squaw Valley skiing. So that's one of the areas my son goes.
Can you say squaw?
Yeah.
It's okay to say.
You can, the name of the place.
You can
Don't
say
blame
squaw.
me. Yeah, it's politically correct.
And you never show up late for a cannibal dinner because you'll get the cold shoulder.
Can
How
anybody?
long have you held that joke?
About an hour.
Can we go ahead and use that and let everybody else use that for the Christmas party?
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay, well, just checking.
Yeah, the Christmas party's today, Mike. Are you coming?
Mars. What
He's
Mars? What are you
working.
doing over
He's
there?
working on our internet.
You
signal.
working on
He's
internet
working the
stuff
signal.
over there? We have a little issue.
It's
Yeah,
doing
he's-
this.
yeah, he's working
Conrad,
on
go
it.
like this. It's doing one of those.
It's doing this.
Uh-huh.
So anyhow, so what else would you get? Because I'm thinking of all the stuff I bought my kids. How about gift cards?
like gift cards.
Maintenance gift cards. I'm sure most of the shops that are out there, if you wanted to get your kids.
I
or
think almost everybody's got gift cards these days. Have you seen the size of the gift card rack at HEB?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It takes up 2 end caps now. It's huge.
But Carolina doesn't have one there for professional auto care.
No, but I'll tell you what, a $200, $300, $400 gift card like a Visa, load up the Visa gift card. Here you go, get the car fixed. Either that or call.
You could take it to Specs Liquor as well.
You could do that.
Total
Call
wine.
up Carolina
Total
and
wine.
say, here is the card number. Put it in our bank that we have with you, our money bank, and,
Spend it.
no, then, yeah.
I mean, eventually spend it.
You'll eventually spend it, yeah.
So
And for that hard to get person, the lady, hard to shop for, get her jumper cables because I'm sure she's starting stuff all the time.
how about Susie seat covers for the vets?
I cleaned that one up.
Yes, you did.
And George also says you can get those Christmas tree scented
Christmas trees. Yeah.
to put inside your car.
Uh-huh,
make your
hang
car
from
smell
the-
like a-
hang from the-
deodorizers.
Deodorizers that are heavy, when it comes to what is it? Wintergreen.
Yeah, because when you go to buy a used car and there's like 17 of those deodorizers in there, pass.
Yeah, don't buy the car.
There's something
Something
going on.
terribly wrong.
Yeah, they're missing a cat. It's been missing for about 7 years. It's kind of petrified
It's
under
all
the back.
it's all dried up after it got into the heater core, trying to find some heat.
Oh gosh.
That happened when I worked at Tarova Cadillac in Ann Arbor. The loaner cars were Monte Carlos, and they're all white and blue. The white vehicle, blue interior, and they're all cookie cutter. They had one go out, came back, and there was a terrible odor. And what had happened was, they took the carpet out, they did everything.
Somebody's cat got up in there.
No, it was a little pint of milk
Oh.
that got stuck up under the seat in between the springs and the foam. So when you took the seat out, you look around and there was nothing there, and you put the seat back, and it was stuck up in the seat.
That looks like a Three Stooges.
Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah, what is that smell?
I know I smell that smell.
That sounds like a rock song.
Yeah, they should do that.
So George also says WeatherTech boots because it's getting deep in here. Thanks, George.
Thanks,
we
George.
appreciate your vote of confidence.
Well, by the way,
and thank you very much.
Yes, so our lunch today, our Christmas lunch today, is going to be courtesy of George Skelton. Thank you very much for the Perini Ranch side of tenderloin beef that he has sent down here. And it's a major dollar. So we're all going to. Well, I went to the grocery store yesterday, spent a bunch of money on
and Mike and I brought potluck.
Dishes.
So we brought dishes. It's like going to church.
It is
not.
It's certainly not the
It's
Church
like
of the
going to-
Nazarene,
I
is
think
it?
we're all going to hell.
going
is
to-
where we're going.
We'll be just like the basement at the Methodist church.
There you
How
go.
about this week in auto history? Shall we change the subject?
Please
Hold
do.
on. I got to load that puppy up.
Yeah.
There we go.
So in 1931, this week, the last Ford Model A was produced, which, here we'll show you a picture of a Model A here in a second.
There's a Model A right there.
Oh, boy.
And what a classic car that was, but that's...
But they didn't make all convertibles.
No, but I didn't want to show a four-door. I wanted to show the convertible.
Okay. Did they make a two-door hardtop?
Yep, they made a two-door hardtop, and they made a four-door.
Okay.
And then in 1932, the first Ford Model C automobile was introduced. And that should be this next one. But what I found interesting about this car boasted a four-cylinder with a counterbalance shaft in it. Back in 1932. Think about that. The technology, and a friend of mine, Don Hartman, was a service manager at Cavender Oldsmobile in San Antonio. He told me years ago, there's nothing new in the car business. I didn't realize back then that they made engines with balance shafts in them.
Will you explain what a balance shaft is?
Certain engine configurations have a vibration in them.
Right.
So what they do is they put a balance shaft in it, so it's got a counter vibration in it to smooth it out.
Yep.
And they do a wonderful job. Some V6s need counterbalance shafts in them. Some four cylinders, because you're spreading out just the four lumps of a combustion event, need big counterbalance shafts in them. So it's pretty high tech how they do it and how they understand how to counter the vibration to cancel it.
Now they're not strictly for each individual motor. They just build the motor and put the basic same counterbalance shaft.
Well,
in
yeah,
it.
because the firing order is the same, so they know between each of these they need to throw a counterweight.
They also put the
against it.
timing marks on that, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. If you don't time it correctly, it's a train wreck.
And you say this is a Ford. I like
Of
this.
1932.
Right, and it's got a Euro plate on it, so this is...
Yeah, well, the Model C, I believe, was a British car, but with a counterbalance shift. Now, you got to remember back in 32 as well, I think it was later in the year, they introduced the V8, the flathead V8, and that was all the rage.
That was the Bonnie and Clyde V8.
Exactly. And then in 1951, Parking Services opened their first push-button controlled Park-O-Matic garage.
What year? 51?
1951.
Where, in New York?
Yeah. Well, no. This one was in. I believe this one was in Wisconsin.
Of course.
Or Spokane, Washington. So basically, you pulled your car onto this moving chassis, got out of it, and it parked your car for you. And then when you got there, you dialed in, and it brought your car like an automat. Like a vending machine.
The big coin they put in there.
And
I wonder why they don't use that today.
they do.
Where?
Well, they do in Europe and stuff, because you can park so many cars vertically without having to have on-ramps and stuff going in.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of this in the industry, including like New York and stuff. So
And then if you forget your little claim check,
then you can't get your car back.
Terrible.
And then in 1963, Studebaker built their last vehicle. In 1963, last American-made Studebaker was produced at the factory in South Bend, Indiana, and it was the Lark, and not a my opinion, not quite an attractive car.
Who else made the Lark? Was there a Plymouth made a Lark?
Yeah. There was no. Studebaker made the Lark.
But I thought another manufacturer.
Plymouth made the Valiant, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, just I can
I
understand
like to
why
play
they
the
went out
part
of
of a
business.
Valiant.
Yeah, I can understand why they went out of business because this is just not an attractive car. And then in 1977, the Plymouth Horizon was introduced.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the first American-made car with front-wheel drive, not counting the Cords and stuff of the 30s. In 1981, Mitsubishi Motor Company started selling cars here in the United States.
God.
And this is a Gallant.
Gallant.
And then in 1984, General Motors announced,
I'm the gallant.
Okay. And then in 1984, General Motors said it would stop production of the diesel engine,
Dun, dun, dun.
which was the Oldsmobile diesel, because they did continue building other diesels. But what a grenade that thing was.
Yes, it was.
Here,
Got some recalls to tell you about.
they should have recalled the
And
diesel.
guess what's at the top of the list?
Mercedes-Benz.
BMW.
Remember?
2013 to 2018 BMW 328D diesel. And all these are diesels. 535 diesel from 14 to 16. A 740, I don't know what, 740LD. I guess it's long.
Long
In
wheelbase.
2015. And then X3 and X5 through 14 through 17.
It's not that many vehicles because BMW didn't sell a ton of diesels here in the States.
Kia Carnival.
Never heard of it.
The Carnival.
Yeah.
The Kia 22, the passenger side sliding door may not latch. Oh, there go the kids. Mercedes-Benz AMG GLE 53 and the GLE 450 from the 21 model year improperly tightened electric heater ground bolts.
It's a thermal event waiting to happen.
That's exactly right. Don't carry your gallon of gasoline back home for the lawnmower in that thing. Improperly tightened electric heater ground bolts. Okay. Suspension knuckles may fracture in the Tesla Model Y 2020 to 2022. And by the way, guy that I work with just took delivery of his brand new Tesla. And I haven't been in it yet, but I'm going to
Which one did you get?
it's the sedan.
It could be the 3.
I don't know.
Sedan.
I don't know.
The S.
I don't know. You know, it's hard to tell them
X.
apart.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, some of them are screaming hot rods. Others are very pedestrian vehicles.
this is a pedestrian vehicle. Nissan Frontier for 2022. Missing tow hitch compromises the fuel tank. Think about that.
Oh, yeah.
Missing tow hitch compromises fuel tank.
And some of that has to do with Jeep went through this a number of years ago. With the trailer hitch on it, you have much more protection for a
Yes.
rear-mounted fuel tank.
Of course.
So without that,
Rear view image may not display on the screen on the Ram 1500 for the 2021 model year.
And it's a recall.
Seat may not lock. These are all recalls. Seat may not lock into the upright position in the Jeep Grand Wagoneer and the Wagoneer for 2022.
that's not good.
Ford Bronco Sport and Escape for 21 to 22. Reduced braking performance. Airbag cover may break apart during a crash in the Ford F250 SD Super Duty for 2022.
Yeah.
And Honda 2016 through 2020 Passport, Ridgeline, and Pilot. Hood may open while driving. That could be a little bit of a problem.
Daisy.
Yeah.
And that is 724,000 vehicles worldwide. That Honda recall. That's a lot of vehicles. You'd never realize that they had made so many of those.
Yeah. Anyway, after falling behind a host of upstart rivals from China to Silicon Valley, electric vehicle pioneer Nissan Motor Company is gearing up to get back into the EV race. Under a new long-term roadmap unveiled November 29th by CEO Makoto Uchida, Nissan will invest $17.7 B as in $1 billion in the next 5 years in electrification technologies, and by 2030, roll out 23 new electrified vehicles. By that year, it wants half of its global sales from pure EVs and hybrids. In its critical U.S. market, Nissan sees a longer ramp up, with pure EVs representing just 40% of its sales by the fiscal year ending March 31st, 2031. Okay, well, good luck in sticking all that amount of money in that. I just don't understand. Just don't understand. Do you understand it?
Nope.
I mean, these companies, there are some companies that will be able to choke that kind of money down, but there are other companies that are not going to be able, and there's even startups that somehow are gaining morons to invest billions of dollars in their startup car company. Really?
It's being driven by the wrong thing, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, this is not a consumer-driven effort.
No.
You know, it's not the buyers that people are reacting to. This is all pressure from other sources that we're not used to.
Well, I have to tell you that I've got a story, and I'll do it when we come back from the top of the hour break, about electrification and accessibility to getting charged up out in the yonder. That's it for this hour of the In Wheel Time Car Show. Hour number 2 starts right after a quick break.
It's a very special Christmas Tailpipes and Tacos Car Cruise-In, Saturday, December 18th at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy. Bring a toy for Star of Hope and have breakfast on us. Tailpipes and Tacos will award trophies for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. It's the Great Christmas Cruise-In on Saturday, December 18th, so make plans now. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest cruise-in, and this one brings it all together for Star of Hope in a Toys for Breakfast Christmas special. Bring a toy and get a free Loopy Tortilla breakfast, plus trophies for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. It all happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. Get your ride ready for a very special Christmas cruise-in Loopy style. It's Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, December 18th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In Wheel Time Car Show will be there too. Let's celebrate the Christmas season together at the next Tailpipes and Tacos Toys for a free Loopy breakfast, Saturday, December 18th, 8 to 11 a.m. We'll see you then, weather permitting. If you're in charge of your company's small, medium, or large business anywhere in the U.S., let the On Hold Company help you retain customers and promote your business on your telephone system. Promote special sales or company info when placed on hold. The On Hold Company provides custom on-hold messages with professional male or female voices, licensed background music with no long-term contract, no monthly recurring bill, and updates your messages as needed. Call the On Hold Company at 713-223-HOLD or go to onhold.net. Is your business or company looking to stand out in a crowded advertising market? Looking to reach the real auto enthusiast? Well, you found it. You're listening or watching In Wheel Time, and so are your fellow enthusiasts. The In Wheel Time Car Show now reaches 500,000, and we can put together a marketing plan that will engage them in your product, business, or service. To get the tires rolling, just shoot us an email to our marketing director, Jeff Zekin. His address is jeff@inwheeltime.com.